All right, first of all, just talk about kind of birthing a new thing here with what's going to be somewhat of a hybrid. Do you feel like maybe you're about to watch somebody give birth?
Well, it's more like raising the dead. This is nothing new. I've been in this game for 16 years now, and it's one of those things that you can very easily become addicted to. I literally get bored at a traditional football game. By the end of the first quarter, then it's taken an hour and a half to play the first. I'm ready to go home. I just can't take it. And all the timeouts and this, and in this game plays in 2.5 hours total, and you'll see more touchdown catches and more collisions and more big plays and guys flipping over the wall and making one-handed catches in this game in one game than you will in 4 or 5 of a traditional football game. So I've gotten a little bit addicted to it, and I was taking 2009 off anyway. I had resigned from the Utah Blaze, so it wasn't a big deal to me, and I'm just glad that we're getting it back out there so that we can convince the fans that this is what we believe it is. Those of us who have been around it and coached it and lived it. You take away the celebrities and the big names and all the money, and product versus product. There's no question. Which one is more entertaining, more fan friendly. You're closer to the action. We are a blue collar football, league, and love that part of it. We love being connected with the fan.
I always tell people, if you could get people out to practice and watch 7-on-7 Pascal, that's what this is, and that makes it just really good fun, doesn't it?
Well, it's Pascal, but you've got all the physical parts of the NFL game, and most people have never been as close to the collisions, and this is what's fun for me, is to get somebody to an arena game that has never been there before, never seen it before, get them down on one of the first 3 or 4 rows, and just watch them, and their jaw just kind of drops, and oh my gosh, those people are just running into each other full speed, and most of them, the best seat in an NFL game is really not as close to the action as the worst seat at an arena game. You can hear the collisions, you can feel them, and so that's just something. Our objective is to find a way with the new economic model now. The owners will not have the kind of pressure on them that they did, and they can actually make a profit, which is where it has to start, no matter how good the product is. And now we've got that, so we can take our time now, grow the league back to where it was, and in the meantime educate the fans, expose them to this game, and grow it the way it should be grown.
Well, being involved with new owners, guys who I say new, these guys have been around in AF2 and other venues before. It's kind of like this kind of strange blended family. What's that been like, kind of getting to know new guys and people who've had a different business model for an idea?
Yeah, no, it's been great because we all share one thing, and that's a love for this game. These guys are not doing it to get rich. They've made their money in other ways and done other things, and they have other businesses. But we share that, and we but we also understand that it has to make economic sense before it'll become long term, and so there's a real commonality. Even amongst owners that have never met each other before, it's almost instant, and that's fun to watch.
You as a former NFL guy, when you first got involved with Arena, were you even shocked at the level of play, or were you ready for that?
Very shocked. I just was moving back home to Phoenix. It was a chance to go back to Phoenix and piddle around with football a little bit, but I wasn't going to get real serious about it. It didn't take me very long, to just working with these players and understanding the game. As the more I understood it, the more I liked it, and the more respect I had for the players, and pretty quickly fell in love with it to the point that it got in my blood pretty bad.
Something you mentioned I think is a great point, and that is it's such a fan game in that these guys will interact, they'll shake hands, they want to be around the people, which to me makes it more NASCAR-like, and it really endears people to the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, and we're proud of that. We're proud that we're not above the common man, or woman or child. They all come to these games. I love the family aspect. You can take your whole family to a game and not have to take out a loan to buy the tickets. That's a nice part of it all. And so we see lots of kids at our games. I love that. They come out on the field after the game and they run around and they love it, and they go home and they say, boy, that was fun. Who won? You know, it doesn't even matter in a lot of cases, and that's, you know, for me anyway, and that's what football should be. I mean, it should be fun. It shouldn't be the most important thing in somebody's life. You know, there are other things that are more important, but it should be fun, and it should be competitive, and it should just be an atmosphere where people can come and kind of forget the world for a couple of hours.
I'm sure you've been asked this 1,000 times. Would you have enjoyed playing this game? No punters, you know, so you couldn't do your second job, but
I wouldn't be a punter, that's for sure. And I don't know about playing quarterback because there just aren't very many places to run. You know, when I played, my best friend was the sideline, and I headed. Man, if I got in trouble, I headed for that sideline. Well, in this game, the sideline's a wall. You know, so where am I going to go? I don't know. It does take, and this is what I'm kind of alluding to. It takes a certain breed of cat to play this game. I'm not sure I was that breed. You know, I relied more on my mind and my, you know, the mental acuity part of it rather than the physical part of it. And these quarterbacks that play this game today, they're tough and they love that part of it. And so I don't know. We'll never know, thankfully, but I do have a lot of respect for the guys who play it.